Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit informal, but I have a bunch of plays that I got in Trials of Osiris in the Flawless Pool last weekend, and it's all using this build that I highlighted on my channel not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. It's my Broodweaver build, and I wanted to show, because I had some questions on that video where people are saying, this looks like it's going to be, like it's really good in 6s. How's it going to be in 3s though? How's it going to be in Elimination? How's it going to be in Trials? And, you know, a lot of people didn't really have a ton of faith in Strand for elimination. I mean, not a lot of people played Strand. I mean, the most used Strand subclass was the Hunter at 7.8%. So that's coming behind Solar Warlock, Arc Titan, Solar Hunter, Void Hunter. So that's what? 5th place? And then Warlocks, the Broodweaver, down at a 5.3% usage rate. So pretty low on the spectrum there. So you would think, looking at that alone, hey, Broodweaver probably not that great. And then you look at my build, which was hand cannon sidearm, and you come down here and you look at weapon types. Hand cannons are the second most used weapon type in Trials. Part of that is the map. Javelin 4 has always been a good hand cannon map just because of the size of the lanes and how deep they are. Hand cannons do pretty well there. But SMG's on top with over 24 million. 24 million kills, are you kidding me? And then, obviously, sidearms. I'm using a sidearm in this build. It's down there at 2% usage rate. So, 2.3 million compared to 24.5 million SMG kills to sidearm kills. That's crazy. But anyways, I do want to show off this build and let you know how to use it in Trials if you're ever interested in using a Broodweaver build in Trials. I'm not trying to be like an anti-meta hipster here when I'm saying this. It's good. Like, it's actually pretty freaking good. But spent a lot of time in Trials, made a lot of plays, and I got some to show you. All right, let's check these out. Let's watch them. So now I'm the last man standing. But here, I'm going to put the rift down, and look, my babies are going to crawl out. Now, when a baby tags one of these guys, if I kill him, look, it makes a tangle, and boom. I ignore the other two guys. I was kind of tickled by it. So if you look at this, look, so when I kill the first guy, this is the first guy, right? When I drop him, boom. You can see on his body, it left a tangle. Okay, now on my artifact, I break all of this stuff down in that build video, my original build video. But the TLDR is that on the artifact for this season, there are a couple of ways, there are a couple of mods you can select that will affect the way you interact with tangles, making them do bigger explosions, making them suspend targets. Those are the two things on the artifact. So bigger boom, suspend targets that are affected by the explosion, and I have the swarmers, the exotic boots on. So when I shoot that tangle, it's going to do all of those things. Plus, it's also going to create a couple of threadlings that are going to go out and try and attack people. So I kill the first guy. He makes a tangle. I know I can't 1v2 these guys. Like, there's no shot. They've got overshields. They're coming around the corner. They just got a res. They're going to spam me with primary shots with their immortals. My only shot here is to shoot that tangle. And in doing so, it's going to damage them, suspend them, and send threadlings out to attack them. So I ignore them. I shoot through the flinch, and then boom. I hit the tangle. Look at their HP. There's barely anything left at all. Barely anything. You can see all these damage numbers. The first guy was close enough. He took, what, about 200 damage there. He had an overshield, so he survived it, plus another 30. The other guy took, 119? What, is that right? 119, 109 damage, something like that. 119 plus the little threads that are going out doing the fours. It's just a ton of damage, and then easy cleanups. Boom, boom. There it is. There it is. I'll tell you, this build is so good. It's so good. I was kind of tickled if you couldn't tell. Okay. I might get two here. This super sucks sometimes, dude. Couple things. Notice, it's 4-4. The enemy team has a bubble, okay? Enemy team has a bubble and a well. So right before this round, I switched to my third axiom pulse rifle. Shocker, I know you're surprised by that. And then in my kinetic slot, I'm actually using the conditional finality, the new exotic shotgun from the raid. Why? Because it is a super killer. It is anti-well, anti-bubble. So I switched to it for this 4-4 round. I pop my super right on top of two guys. It doesn't kill either of them. That's because Needle Storm is not a great super. It's pretty lacking. Very situational. Sometimes it just has a mind of its own, doesn't want to do anything. Tags them up. One guy cuts to the right to get away. I cut him off and finish him off. But now we have a bubble to deal with, and I don't have a super. So here he comes. So he does exactly what he should do. He's the last man standing now against a team of 3. So he comes in, overshield up, and shoulder charges into the room where he can put his bubble down on the cap point, which is about to be up in about 15 seconds. It's his Hail Mary. It's his last shot here. So this is what he's going to go for. But I'm ready for it. The conditional finality can handle it. Just insta delete, man. Insta delete. Next play.
I'm going to pop.
Call out to my teammates so they don't... I try to call out my supers because I don't want someone to double pop, whether they have supers or not, because I don't know where their super status is.
No, he's not absolute. He's 1. I got him.
That was pretty straightforward.
Woo!
The super for Broodweaver, like I said, it's not great. You have to be aggressive with it. That's what I found is you can't pop it reactively because you're gonna die. The cast animation is so long, and you are so exposed. There's nothing to defend you. So you take a lot of damage in that super and oftentimes die. So I called it out early, so they knew I was going to go in with it. But I popped it even before I could see those bad guys, and they came around the corner right into it. And that was an example of using that super correctly. Come around on the flank. I love this hand cannon, the round robin. It's probably my favorite gun this season so far. And I run hatchling with it. So you'll notice I killed this guy with a headshot. It created a Threadling. The Threadling didn't find an enemy to go after, so it just turned around and came back to me. So now I have it perched, and it's ready to be deployed. I go ahead and I throw my Threadling grenade in. This whole build is all about Threadlings. Now I've got 3 out, 1 on my shoulder. They're going to start seeking. Watch them go out, and then boom. It tagged the first guy. So look at the kill feed, though. I landed 2 shots on the first guy. I landed 2 shots on the second guy. The Threadlings got the final damage. So it's great because it's built-in forgiveness, right? I don't have that pressure on me to land every shot through flinch. It just happens. The Threadlings are out there. They're doing their thing. They're looking for targets. They're going to do 45 damage a pop. So if I get 2 headshots with the hand cannon, the Threadling does its thing. It's a kill, and that's back-to-back times. I would have been dead there. The round probably would have been the other teams. So let's recap that one more time, right? Threadlings are out. That's 4 out. And then as soon as I start shooting, the one on my shoulder leaves. You see it go? And then that's the one that kills the second guy, the one that was perched. So everything came together there in that build. The first kill, I got a Threadling perched. The second kill, the grenade I threw out was responsible for it. And the third kill was the Threadling from the first engagement. Now watch this one. Look. 1 grenade. They do splash damage, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that kill feed. Every single kill was the Threadlings and the explosion. So you see, look. The first one is the actual Threadling. You see that? Well, no, my ugly mug's in the way. That work? Let's do that. So in the kill feed there you see the Threadling, and then you're going to see 2 other symbols. That's because when the Threadling gets the kill, there is AoE damage, the strand AoE damage. That's what's responsible for that kill was the AoE. The second one was the AoE, and the third one was the Threadling again. So I love it, man. I just love it. So much green energy, and he just leaves. He's like, I'm gone. I can't deal with this crap anymore. All right, Threadling grenade is out. Now, here's the thing. I threw that Threadling grenade out. There's a guy on the right in the doorway coming out of the C-spawn. There's a guy around the corner and back to the left. What's it? So for you, it'd be that way, right? No, it'd be that way. That way. Sorry. The face cam's flipped. So anyways. So there's 2 guys here on opposite sides of the hallway. I threw the Threadling out. What I'm looking for is damage numbers through the walls. So I know where they are and how weak they are. And right There. Do you see that right under the face cam here? 45, 45. So the guy at the end of the lane to the left just took 90 damage. So he's weak. That's free information for me, and it gives me the confidence to push. So I make sure the guy on the right wasn't peeking. I looked at the door first, slid into the lane, secured the kill on the lemon art guy. 2 shots puts him down because he already took 90 damage from the Threadlings. So Threadlings, not only are they helping me to do damage and to tag people up, but they're also giving me information so I know where people are, where to challenge, and when. Now, since he got tagged by those Threadlings first, that means he just made a Tangle. So that's in my head now. There's a Tangle at the end of this lane. We can leverage that. See it? Now, this is a trap. I'm hunting wabbits. I know that the guy on the right side of the lane is probably going to try and make a move for that body. He wants to revive his teammate. Now, there's a Tangle there around the corner, and he might not see it till he gets up close to it. That's what I'm banking on. So I'm watching it like a hawk. And there! Do you see him? Do you see him coming to the peripherals? And then I sidestep a little bit. I'm not trying to get sniped. So all I can see is that Tangle, and boom, he's dead. You laid a trap. We're very sneaky like that. These Tangles are very fun to play with. So again, being very aggressive with the super, I come yeeting right over the gap. I don't want them to get more supers. In fact, if I can get my super off and specifically kill the Stasis Hunter, that would be great. That's best case scenario because he's the only one on the other team that has a super. I want to end this 5-3. I don't want this to go to a 4th round. I'm sorry, an 8th round. So, pop the super, and that's exactly who I kill, is the Stasis Hunter. That I don't want to have to deal with that Silence and Squall. And then I throw out the Threadling grenade. The Threadlings go in alongside the Threadlings from the super. They secure the 2nd kill. And then boom. Look at this. The radius. I knew this guy was absolute, and that's why he left. The 2nd guy I killed created a Tangle because he was tagged up by the Threadlings first. And then that Tangle was left behind on the body. So this guy gets around the corner. He's absolute. But the reach of these Tangles is so far with the artifact. It won't be like that next season unless they keep that same artifact mod. But right now, even though he's that far away, you'll see... oh, you can't see it because my mug is in the way again. But behind my face cam, right around here, right here where my hand is, there's a 30 on my screen. Showing me that he took 30 damage from that far away around the corner to that Tangle explosion. Everything just comes together. Look, there's his body. That's how far away he was. Caught the rift. Threadlings go out. Boom. They tag a guy up a little bit. Now, I'm in a 1v2 right now, and they have a well, which is why I switched to the conditional finality. I'm just trying to play Ringer on the Rosie here. I need to get a guy isolated, and we do. Go ahead and reload because I want the stasis, and boom, he tries to pop the super. He tries to pop the well. But point blank. And then the Threadlings weakened the last guy up. So 4 kills. Easy peasy. Now real quick. These Threadling grenades, one thing I've found is that they shatter and they break up into 3 Threadlings. But they travel a distance before they do that. So if you want them to sort of control when that happens and at what angle that happens, you can use surfaces like walls to bounce the actual grenade projectile off of, and then they'll shatter. They'll they'll bounce off of that surface and shatter in that direction. So I want them to actually go from right to left around this corner because look at my radar; it's lit up. There's 2 people on the radar around the corner to the left. So if I throw that grenade just down to the right here into the open space, it's probably not going to track them. It's probably just going to turn around and come back to me. So instead, I'm going to throw it over the gap against the wall and let them bounce, and then go track those guys. Boom. See? Kill the first guy with the sidearm. This guy's tagged up, so he couldn't double team with his teammate. And at this point, I'm just using the sidearm to clean stuff up. I really like the Swift Verdict. Killing Wind, kill clip on it. Threadlings out. I'm looking for damage numbers. I get each of them went and tracked 3 different people, so each of them got tagged up. Now that guy made a tangle. See it right there? So again, I'm baiting. I see movement. I take the shot. Check the radar. He's behind me. 180 super. Game over. Otherwise, it would have been 4-4. So everything's working together here. Everything's working together. The Threadling grenade went out, tagged everybody up. So now when I get the kill, it creates a tangle. The tangle's there for me to use. I look for movement, see movement, boom, he's dead. Check the radar, sees behind me, 180, super, boom, game over. It's that simple. Everything working together. This was pretty straightforward. Throw the grenade, follow it in, clean everybody up. The Threadlings make people move.
There's definitely a guy here. Oh, he's backing off.
Throw the grenade. 2-tap that guy, created a tangle, boom. Shoot the tangle, second guy's dead. And now we're free to make a play on the last guy. Look at it, just green stuff everywhere.
If he double tags with those, we blow up. Just heads up.
Our teammate's running off by himself here.
Oh, he's toast.
We double. This is me and Hovey. We're duo queuing here. Kill the first guy.
For now, I guess.
Teammate runs off by himself. Goes down. I call it out. Now we're looking for another guy. Hovey leaves the angle.
Oh, you should have stayed. We would have had that guy dead.
This is unfortunate timing there.
I did 160 to him there.
Hovey's calling out that they're pushing on the left.
My man.
I'm getting a donation in chat.
10 gifted submarinos. I got 1 no shields as well. I'll put a rift down.
Put the rift down because I didn't have a grenade cooldown and I wanted Threadlings out.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah.
And he was forced to jump there because my babies were coming for him. So I've used that. That's the second time now you've seen me use that wall to bounce the grenade. More Threadlings. Just keep them coming. That guy was nowhere close to the tangles, so I just went ahead and blew it up to get the Threadlings to come for me. But you can see the hand cannon putting in work here. Woo! Threadlings tagged are right at the same time as my hand cannon shot. Now he makes a tangle. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Got it.
And then 3-tap the guy with the immortal on the head glitch. Pretty clean.
I love that, dude.
Put the rift down to send out the Threadlings. He has to run. One guy stays, foolishly, which means I only needed to shoot him twice. I've got a grenade cooldown.
Woo! Let's go, baby!
Threadlings everywhere, man. Every kill.
Blueberry's dead again. Golly, dude.
This guy, I think this guy ended with like 800 damage for the whole match. So I don't try to be toxic, but I was like, buddy, I just need you to stop solo pushing. Now look. Boom. So, real quick. Teammate goes down. I want them to push this doorway. Choke points are really good for this build because Threadlings can hit and choke points very easily. The splash damage is hard to avoid. I'm going to push up on the res just to like put a little pressure on him. I throw the grenade out. Okay, now you can see 3 44s on the screen just to the right of my teammate. 3 44s. Now, that means obviously the guy's weak, but more importantly, it means that if I kill him right now, he's going to leave a tangle behind. Boom. 1 shot to put him down after he took all that damage to the grenade. And now I know I have a tangle to play with. All I need to do is shoot it. Go high, just to get an angle on the tangle. An angle on the tangle. Shoot it, and that's literally all she wrote.
That is why I love this build, dude.
It's beautiful.
Double trip mines are out. On the left side. I got him.
So 3-tap the first guy. There are lots of Omkar spines on the other team here. Trying to...
I got him tagged up a little bit.
So I'm trying to cover though. You see Hobie's body fly through the air and just get plastered on the wall over there. But he ran through the first grenade. He's like, crap. And then into a second one because there were just trip mines everywhere. So now I'm 1v2. 1v2. I did get that first kill, right? And I really don't want to. I don't want to let them get that revive. So I'm going to keep pressure. I'm going to throw a grenade at the revive. It's starting to turn white, so I know he's on it. The guy challenges, but the Threadling is out, and my hand cannon does big damage because it's a 120. So boom, boom, boom. One of them's dead. The guy behind did get the revive, but he took damage to the Threadling. But most importantly, the guy I just killed was tagged by my grenade, which means he leaves, you know it, a Tangle. I go ahead and secure a second kill.
I'm so hurt, dude.
Now, this is important. This guy probably would have killed me at this point, right? It's a 1v1, but I'm absolute because I was just in a 1v3. I'm absolute. But look at the wall to the left of my gun. You're going to see right there. See that 45? Now, this guy is officially tagged up by one of my Threadlings because I'm creating Threadlings every time I got a headshot kill with this gun. And I just got 3, okay? So that's Threadlings that are out hunting, doing damage, okay? I had thrown my grenade, so that's Threadlings out hunting, doing damage. If I'm any other subclass, this guy pushes me here. He pushes me, and I have no health. I was flashing red. But right as he gets at the corner to challenge me, the Threadling hits him. It makes him second guess it, and he backs off. Right? He says, no, it's not worth it. I'm actually healing at this point. He's taking damage, so now the advantage is with me. All because one Threadling did his job, found him, tagged him. Now he's going to back off, and I have a Tangle to work with. He wants to get the revive, which is on the jump up. See him? I don't know if you can see him to the left of my gun. It's kind of hard to make him out, but he's got his back to me. He's just to the left of that box underneath the Tangle running for that revive. You can just see the faint glow of the revive by the jump up. So he's on it now. He got tagged by another Threadling, so his shields are almost depleted. And there it is. I see it right there above the revive. And you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it says that he got the revive on Colton, the first guy I killed. So, boom! Look at all that damage. Even through overshields. Okay? Even through overshields, he just got the revive. Sure, the first guy was weak, but the second guy was full HP, full overshields from being revived. I shot a Tangle, and he dies. That's it. Now, it's important because that's everything working together. That's the increased radius of the explosion. It's the suspending, so he couldn't move. After I shot that Tangle, the second guy got suspended. He couldn't run away. And my swarmers then created 2 Threadlings, and he can't go anywhere. They dogpile on him and kill him. So the first guy died to the explosion. Second guy died to the Threadlings created by my swarmers.
The orb was right over their heads, dude. I was like, no way God gave me this gift.
It's a 5-kill round.
I literally at one point, when I started season 4, I backed out to make sure that I had clicked on the correct show.
Kill the first guy. Look, the Tangle or the Threadling's going out hunting. Now they're all going to be weak. One shot, one shot. The Threadlings, you cannot underestimate them.
Got one.
Little 3-tap.
No help to you guys.
Throwing shade at Hobie because that's what I do.
Watch the nade.
Now there's a guy on the left. Hobie steps forward.
Tag him. He's absolute.
So I saw this guy on the left peeking up, right?
Watch the nade.
And I'm watching Hobie, and I'm like, I hope Hobie doesn't go out too far. So as soon as I see him moving forward, I'm like, no, on your left, on your left.
On your left. Tag him. He's absolute.
Finish it up. Collect the Threadling. So I don't know if you saw that. I slid over his body. So as soon as he dies, boom, he creates a Threadling, because on my build, I'm running the fragment that makes it so that strand weapon final blows have a chance to create Threadlings. So when that does, I want to make sure that I go grab it, because I want it to be perched and to help me out in my next duel. So collect my baby. Now I'm looking for the last guy, right? Hobie calls out that he's on the revive. And there was a ping on my radar closer, so I think I was initially... If he hadn't made that call out, I would have assumed that the guy was on jump up. I don't know if you can see that on my radar, but I'm assuming maybe that's a smoke grenade or something that's throwing me off. But the guy gets the revive. I lead with the grenade around the corner. See?
Tag him.
Oh, I went back too far. So I throw the grenade. to the right of the barricade. It's going to bounce and then go seek. And the Threadlings are just making them super Mondo weak.
Easy back B, easy on the...
Alright, here we go. 4-4. It's 4-4. And notice they have a bubble. We don't really have any shutdown supers. My super doesn't pop a bubble. Hovey's Nova Bomb, I think he already used. So that means I am the last option for shutting down a bubble. So I switched again to the third axiom and the conditional finality. Now I want to be close enough that I can get into that bubble as soon as I need to, but also, if possible, my preference would be just to kill him with my super before he has a chance to pop at 4-4. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get up close enough to pop a super and kill the bubble.
I'm going to get 1, maybe 2 here.
So this super, like I said, not great. There are 2 guys here right in front of me, right? Boom! If I'm running Nova Bomb, they're both dead, right? This super is just not the same. It's not a one-off, quick pop, big damage. That's not what it's for. In fact, in 3s, I don't think it's an incredible super. So you have to be, like, you got to predict. You have to use it early, not in reaction to anything, or else you'll die. In fact, I almost die here.
I'm going to get 1, maybe 2 here.
So I throw it out. I get 1. Now, unfortunately, the one that I killed is the one that did not have a super. The second guy gets the bubble down. He gets the bubble down before my Threadlings can go after him. So they all come running back to me. Now, he's in a bubble. I know he's probably not completely full health. Like, his overshield is going to be full, and his red HP is probably going to be full, but his shield itself is probably going to be a little bit depleted. So I want to get in there sooner than later. I'm slowed by a smoke grenade, and you can see him in there, and I see he's running a sniper. So I feel confident walking in here, because I'm not going to get just instantly blasted by a shotgun, okay? And I don't want him to get the revive, which he can reach from the edge of his bubble. So I'm going to go in. Boom. This shotgun, guys, is so fun. It's just so fun. And then I throw the Tangle to help Hovey, but he just got his Nova up and shut down the last super. But if he didn't, if that guy killed Hovey, I feel confident in a 2v1 with all of these Threadlings cooled down, plus the Tangle I just threw, plus the shotgun to shut down a Spectral Blades.
I just messed.
Very fun shotty.
On the steps, very weak.
Hovey's calling out that they're weak, so I'm going to flank. And the hand cannon is so good for cleanups. Now, the first 2, easy cleanups. The last guy, I don't know if you count this, but watch what happens after I kill the first guy here. Boom. Now, watch the green line that comes off of him. See that? Did you see it arc over? And it tags a guy up on the boxes to the left. I didn't know he was up on the boxes, and it gives his position away. Free information. So now I know where to challenge the last guy at, up on the box. This build is so good for that, giving you information. Watch this. 1 rift and splash damage.
Well, that worked out well.
My teammate had him weak with a grenade, so the... Oh, yeah. This is kind of like, it's similar to a bow hand cannon hot swap when you throw the Tangle. It's just instantaneous, right? I throw it, and then I time my shot, right? It's just perfect timing. He has no chance to get away from this because he can't deal with that much damage within, less than a second of each other. Throw, and it's impact and shoot at the same time. Impact and shoot at the same time. Dead. Threadling tags him up, makes him an easy cleanup. Threadlings, baby. Just from getting kills. Okay, that's all the plays I wanted to show. I know this is a little bit of a longer video. I hope that's okay, but I feel like being able to break down these plays with you guys might be beneficial to some folks. Have the opportunity to sort of just see the build in action, see what it's capable of, why I make the choices I make, and how it was helpful. Sorry, a little hiccup there. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the plays. Seeing all the green energy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't think that this build is like some anti-meta hipster build that I'm trying to sell you guys. Like, you saw it in action. It works. Like, it just works. And I will continue to use it. I had a ton of success with it this past weekend. And even against all the SMG spam. Like, keeping people at bay, tagging them up with the Threadlings, helps give me that built-in forgiveness for these gunfights where I can just, with the 120 hand cannon, just pop, and they die. If they've gotten hit by any Threadling at all, 2 shots from the hand cannon will kill them. It's that simple. And so that means my TTK is much shorter than in Immortals at that point. So I'm just throwing out as many Threadlings as I can. I'm creating them with my Rift. I'm creating them with my Grenade. I'm creating them with my gun. I'm creating them with the Tangles. I'm creating them with my Super. Just coat the entire battlefield with Threadlings. All right, let me know what you think. And leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And let me know if you made it to the end. Appreciate y'all. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.